Alright, we are going to jump right in here. So first we are starting with just our foundation on, and you can see now I'm using a very light bronzer just to kind of get my cheekbones popping a little bit. She has more of a round face, so you don't want to do too much. And then we do want to angle that little pixie nose. So you can see I'm kind of doing angles at the bottom of my nose as well as sharpening the sides. You can kind of get it to the level that you need for your skin tone, but I'm using a pretty light level. Now we're moving on to blush. Now for the fairy blush, we do want to have a very blushy look. Now something that we're going to do is we're going to start at the apples and then we're going to go up and over our nose. This creates this very cute, kind of youthful fairy look. You can also add faux freckles if you want, but she doesn't really have freckles. That's more for a generic fairy. Alright, now I'm going to be baking. I'm going to be using an actual white powder because that is what works for my skin. But for you or whomever, use a lighter powder than your skin. Okay, so now you can see I indicated that she has a pretty round but kind of severe shape. She has high eyebrow arches, but it's not the kind of evil queen sharp eyebrow. She has much more of a rounded eyebrow, and you're going to want your eyebrows to be a little bit darker than what you would probably want them on an average day, just because again, she really does have two black lines for her eyebrows in the cartoon, but it does create this look of contrast. All right, now we're going to come in with a little bit of that shimmer. So I am putting the shimmer all over my eyelid. This is actually a Wet n Wild highlighter, loose powder. I love it though. I use it as eyeshadow all the time. And I'm doing a little bit near my tear ducts as well. Now we're going to come in with some other eyeshadow for our crease. You want something probably in a dark gold, but again, it really does depend on your skin tone. So something just a little bit more. That way you get that definition. And you can see I've kind of gone over my lid a little bit too much, so I'm going to come back in again with that gold shimmer just to redefine the eyelids because you want those big round eyes that she has. I also recommend doing it below the brow bone just because it gives that nice shape as well. She's also a fairy, so again, you want as much shimmer and sparkle as possible without it looking too made up. Right now I'm going to go in with my overall powder, and actually I've discovered that I like to just mix my baking powder in with my overall powder, which is the color of my skin. That way I still get that effect that my baking helped me achieve. Alright, now we're going to come back in with that highlighter. So you can see I'm doing it on my cheekbones, of course, and I've done a little bit on my nose, I've done my tear ducts, and you want to make sure you kind of do a roundy shape on your cheeks as I just did. It gives that kind of youthful, magical look. Alright, now we're going to go in with some liquid eyeliner if you're comfortable. You don't want to do a huge wing, just a little wing, because you can tell in the cartoons that she doesn't really have this big eyeliner look, but her eyes look huge and very much defined, and that's how you're going to get it. And you can see I'm doing a tiny, tiny bit of a wing, but that's just to complement my own eye shape. Somehow the footage of me doing eyeliner underneath my eyes got erased, so make sure you just use like a soft pencil or twist up just to do the outer 3/4 of the bottom of your eye with some eyeliner, and that will kind of give that roundy eye effect as well. As you can see, I'm just putting on a bunch of mascara right now. You could do false lashes, but it might look like a little bit too much, but it's really your call, and it depends on what eyelashes you start with. Alright, so now I'm just going to use that concealer on the corners of my mouth, nothing heavy, just a little bit. But with this cherry red lip, I am going to just do my lip shape, but I'm going to undercut the sides of my lips because if you look at her, she has a very round pout. And you'll know what I mean if you see her picture, but we want to make sure that we get that little cute round pout with the top and bottom lip. That way you can do all those cute faces that she does when she's frustrated and, all the fun stuff that they do in the movie. All right, now we're going to come in with some glitter because we couldn't do Tinkerbell without glitter. I'm going to put it over that gold that we did on the eyelid, just a little bit, nothing crazy. And I'm also going to do some on my cheeks, just where we did that highlight above the cheekbone. Blend that in, again, just for a little extra sparkle and magic. And boom, there we go. If you want instructions on how to do the Tinkerbell hair, I have a separate video for that. But this is the final look. You can see the emphasis on the eyes, the different lips for that little fun pout. And yeah, have fun with it.